Welcome to today's Ukraine war update for July 9, 2026. Russia thought it had found an answer to Ukraine's drones. Around some of its fuel depots, it strung up protective netting over the storage tanks, a physical shield meant to catch the incoming drones before they reached the fuel. Overnight, Ukraine showed the nets don't work. In one of its deepest strikes yet on Russia's fuel system, the security service set two major oil depots ablaze, one at Tver, north of Moscow, the other in Stavropol in the south, and satellite images confirmed the Tver tanks had been wrapped in exactly that netting. They burned anyway. And the depots were only part of it. The same night, Ukrainian drones hit the Kirishi refinery near St Petersburg, one of Russia's largest, handling around 6% of the country's refining, along with a reserve fuel storage site 800 kilometers from the front, an oil terminal in Rostov, and the Ufa pumping station once again. 6 fuel targets in a single night, some of them deeper inside Russia than ever. Zelensky called it the long-range sanctions plan, and it is squeezing the money that pays for the war. Russia's daily toll held near its grim average, 1,310 soldiers, and more than 1,800 drones lost in a day. And in the skies, a rarer prize, Ukraine's Air Force reported downing a Russian Su-35 fighter jet, one of Moscow's most advanced, and one of the aircraft counted in today's tally. Russia's own strikes went on. Over the past day, its drones and shells killed at least 5 people in the Kherson region and 3 more in Kharkiv Oblast, where around 50 were wounded, among them 4 children. It is the same pattern that has run all week, Ukraine striking the machinery of the war, Russia striking its people. And the week's diplomacy wrapped up. The NATO summit in Ankara closed with allies pledging at least 70 billion euros in military support for Ukraine this year, and promising to hold to similar levels next year. The declaration named Ukraine as security contributor to the alliance, symbolic, but a step closer. And Trump left having reaffirmed his pledge to license Ukraine to build its own Patriots. For Kiev, it was, on balance, a good week away from the battlefield. But on the battlefield itself, nothing came easy. 271 clashes were recorded in the latest full day, and once again Pokrovsk was the epicenter. 51 Russian assaults thrown back there in 24 hours, the heaviest single-sector fighting of the week. Russia keeps pressing to encircle the city. Ukraine keeps holding it. And for all the pressure, the map barely moved. That wraps up today's update. If you found this useful, press the like button and subscribe in order to support this channel. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.